He was a Island Squad Builder app, and you guess by the time what I did. I made my FIFA 11 Team of the Year with a lot of bench space because I could not decide midfielders. So anyway, what EA decided let's do was they gave us a 55-man short list of players, and we pick 11. There's just man, that's like 5 starting 11 worth, you know, even more if you count variables, variants. But yeah, so I do find this we kind of need a non-biased approach to picking the team of the year, and I think this is it right here. But at the same time, we're gonna have a lot of bias. We're gonna have we're gonna have a lot of people who want certain players all because they want that player, not because they earned it, you know. So I hope that everybody will actually think this through and think about who deserves spot most on. I think when it comes to performance and whether they performed well this season, I think my list is pretty accurate, to be honest. Okay, but to start things off, this is the World 11 that was officially picked. We have the front three was consisted of Ronaldo, Neymar, and Messi. The midfield was Modric, Iniesta, and Kroos. And then we had a defensive line of Marcelo, Leonardo Bonucci, and Sergio Ramos, and Dani Alves. And then we had Gianluigi Buffon in goal. So great lineup, but let me review to my 11 and why I picked each player. Okay, so starting off, we have Kylian Mbappe. He can play on either wing, so that's why I put him on the left wing as well as down center. But man, this kid has had the season of his life last season, especially at Tailgate in 2017. I mean, he scored a lot of goals for Monaco, and he helped Monaco win. And most importantly, in Champions League, he's able to score one past Gianluigi Buffon. Hold on a sec. So anyway, to sum up the year for Kylian Mbappe, absolutely phenomenal. He deserves the spots every which way possible. Made a dream move to Paris Saint-Germain. Scored past Gianluigi Buffon, I think on his first try, something like that, and that's why I put him on the list. Harry Kane. We can, even though he is English, even though he plays in the Premier League, even though he plays for Tottenham Hotspur, we cannot argue against this man's brilliance. I mean, before the end of the year, he became the all-time top goal scorer for 2017. I mean, this guy is on the verge of winning the Golden Boot award in the Premier League. And maybe even in Champions League, I don't know. But this man has been popping away goals all year long and all through last season too. And we cannot argue, against that. But now Robert Lewandowski, he did the exact same thing too, and he deserves spots as well. But I can't put them both in there. But because I am a fan of the Bavarian Giants, and I know that Robert Lewandowski's been snubbed like twice in a row now when he was nominated for the World 11. So I'm going to put him in lineup because he deserves this. Okay? Harry Kane, he's younger. He'll get more chances in the future, but Robert Lewandowski, this is his time now to be in the FIFA 18-11. And then we got an obvious choice. Lionel Messi. I mean, sure, Barca didn't have that great of a season, but he pretty much single-handedly led Argentina to the World Cup. I mean, when they weren't playing without him, they were winning. They weren't doing well, but when they have him, he was like doing almost all the work for them. He was popping the goals. He was being a prime playmaker. I mean, this man is a legend. He is out of this world. and of course he found his form again in club session this season, and again you can't argue against stats, you can't argue against what he's done for club and country, and that's why I put him in the starting lineup. Going into the bench. Now going into the midfield, this was a hard choice, but you also got to put in title wins as well as Champions League, as well as having just the best season of your life. And KDB was that man that had the best season of his life. You know, he's popping away goals. He is assisting. He is just an engine in the attack. I mean, arguably one of the best that Man City's had all year long. And Pep Guardiola just now got everybody into groove this season. So, you know, I mean, how much more do you want to argue for this man? He, in my opinion, does deserve to be in his lineup. I mean, sure you have your Modric's, your Rakitich's, and your Cruz's, but this man, he deserves top spots in the lineup, in the midfield. Casemiro was instrumental in Real Madrid's back-to-back UCL win. I mean, his one goal that he did from range was just absolutely breathtaking, you know. I think that's all I can argue for him right there, to be in the lineup. But man, he broke through just last season, and yeah, it would be a crime to not include Casemiro in your lineup. N'Golo Kante came into Chelsea, just like Leicester City. He was instrumental in the title win for them. I mean, this man was box. He can defend. He can score. He can win the ball back. Without a man like him, nobody would actually win the title. You know. Well, except for Man City, of course. But who knows? He could go to Man City himself. But N'Golo Kante, wherever he goes, whichever path he goes, it turns to gold. You know. That's why I include him in his lineup. Marcos Alonso broke through at Chelsea last season, and jeez, this fullback, he kept scoring. He's able to defend well. He's able to work up and down the pitch like he's supposed to for Antonio Conte's 3-4-3, and overall he's been like David Luiz, like Conte, he has been instrumental in the win. David Luiz, you want a defender who can win back the ball and recycle it up front. This is the man for it, and this is why Antonio Conte brought him in to Chelsea, brought him back to Stamford Bridge, and you can see that last season during the title win, he has repaid that debt in full, I would say. Second center back, jeez. This is a hard choice. I think it's a much harder choice because there's a lot of defenders, a lot of center backs on here, but overall, I do believe that Vertonghen deserved this, What's his first name again? Okay, information. Jan Vertonghen. I mean, to even get a mention, that is just great for him, and he's been great. He's been great for Tottenham this past year, so. And considering that he just got a mention on for the World 11, I say that deserves a slot in the starting lineup for Team of the Year, I would say. And Joshua Kimmich, this former RB Leipzig man. This former RB Leipzig man. He deserves his place in the lineup. A successor to Philipp Lahm, slotted into the national team and in Bayern Munichen's starting 11. And was he 21? Almost same age as me. This man deserves spots in the lineup. He can attack, he can defend, just like Marcos Alonso on the other side. He's just an all-round player, and I'd be shocked if he wasn't in there, you know? Dani Alves, he did good and all, but Joshua Kimmich deserves every right to be in the starting lineup in the World 11. And Gianluigi Buffon. David De Gea may have done well, but, you know, one of the goats has to be on the lineup. Both Messi and Gianluigi Buffon should be on the lineup together, you know? Sure, Messi and Mbappe managed to score past him, but, you know, you can't argue that Gianluigi Buffon, who could be going on to the final season of his career right now, he deserves this chance to be in this lineup, you know? He is an all-round legend of the game itself. Like among the likes of Lev Yashin, Oliver Kahn, and all them, you know. So basically, because of his status in the game itself, he needs to be in the lineup, and he's been picked for the FIFA World 11 as well. So might as well, right? So that's my starting lineup right there. Now on to the midfielders that Dele Alli, Paulo Dybala, you know, Matt Forsberg, Isco, Robin, you know, they all did well, but I don't think they deserve to be in the lineup as much as Kante, De Bruyne, and Casemiro did. I don't know. You all can argue against me, you all can fight me, but I think this is the best non-biased approach to the FIFA World 11 right here. So if you want, let me know your picks in the comments below, and well, I'll see you all later. So peace.